Welcome everybody to the Tech Woke podcast. On this podcast, we talk about cybersecurity, career, and life. And today, we got on a good friend of mine. I met her at work all the time, just being fly all the time, just watching. I'm like, I gotta get like you one day. This is Kai. Kai, just introduce yourself real quick.
Hey, what's up, good people? So I'm Kai Smith, network engineer. Work with my man for DoD. Been a network engineer for kind of about 5 years. Um, Chris, good guy, man, solid. Glad I ran into him. Very resourceful guy. He make things
Same.
happen and a real good dude.
I appreciate you. Same good people. So
Yeah.
how was your holiday?
Man, the holidays was good, just got to spend it with family, friends, I ain't really do too much, but just enjoyed that. I ain't really caught up on the commercial aspect of it, but yeah, it was cool, just being with them good family and friends.
I got you. Same with me. Just spend time with the family, chilling, just living life.
Right, right,
Your
yeah.
day going good?
Yeah, it's going good. Yep, it's going good. It's just getting started for the most part. But
I
it
got you.
stepped off to, come chop it up with my guy.
I got you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
Yeah,
So, Kai, I know where you're from. You're from my city. You're from Washington, D.C. But,
yeah.
just tell them about where you're from, how you grow up, and things like that.
Yeah, I'm from Washington D.C., Northeast. My whole entire family still is in the city. I'm in Maryland now, but grew up around there. I lived in Northwest at the time, but moved to Maryland when I was like 8. Um, you know, Went to Maryland schools and got that Maryland good PG County
Get that,
education.
get that PG. I understand.
Yeah, but hey, with my focus though and my drive, it wasn't where I was at or where I was from. I just took what was in my mind and I applied it and made it happen, and it's been looking up ever since.
I feel you on that. I grew up, growing up in D.C., PG County area, it could be
Right.
sometimes rough,
Yeah.
But you gotta get that drive to get out and just do something
Yeah,
best for your family. That's how it be.
for sure. Cause some people don't make it out.
Yeah, it don't trust me. I know a lot of them myself. I ain't gonna say how many and how many I know, but
Yeah.
I know some
Oh
too.
man, I'm sure we both do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah. So like okay, you was growing up in DC, got out of high school, things like that. Like, what
Right.
did you do? Did you go straight to school, or what did you
Yeah.
do
So,
after
so I
school?
so I played ball like all
Oh,
my
for
life.
real?
Oh yeah. So for real, that's where I should have been.
Oh, for
I,
real? I didn't know that.
oh yeah. I was like that too, Chris. Real like
I believe you.
yeah. So I played ball through high school for the most part. Went to college, played ball. Yeah, that was my aim to fame right
Oh,
there.
for real? You played ball in college? I didn't even know, Kai. I would, me. I would have challenged you. I'd be like, hey, get that one on one. But I
yeah,
already know if you play college, you on a whole different level. You know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah. We could have went downstairs outside the cafeteria.
saying? Yeah. How, what you major in college? So you was what you major in
Well,
college?
it was community college. Let me
Okay,
it
I
make.
got you.
I mean, but either way, it was my minor. It was business, and my thing was gonna be cybersecurity. But I blew my knee out,
I
so
got you.
that was my drive to even keep going through school, and it kind of mentally messed me up. So I ain't even want to go back after that. So
I
after,
got you.
yeah, working little nice in day to day in jobs. You know what I mean? Man, it was all over the place. Little small jobs, little Foot Locker here and
I got you.
stuff like that. But yeah. So about 7 years ago, well, let me
So
let me
let me jump back. Let me jump back real quick.
yeah, go ahead.
So so you was in college. You was balling. And don't downplay it. Community college, whatever. You was in school doing your thing. So
Yeah,
you didn't. So it made you depressed once you blew your knee out, and then so you kind of
right.
left school after that. And then
Yeah,
you started okay. So you started working like retail positions and just little odd jobs like that,
yeah,
just to figure out what you wanted to do.
exactly. So
Okay.
yeah, and during that, um, I met a friend of mine used to come through this store I was at,
Mm-hmm.
and they was doing security. I would always see her. Or she wasn't my friend then, but she a friend now.
Oh, for real?
I had one day I said, let me go and ask her. I was like, hey, what's the so this was in like 2005, no, about 2007 or something like that.
2007. I
Yeah,
got you. That's your network right there. That's good. You got
right.
people that's want to help you out.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, she told me it was an armed security position she was doing.
Hmm.
She told me, man, that thing was paying $27 an
Oh, that's a
hour
lot.
in 2007. I said,
That's a
oh
lot.
yeah, yeah. I said, oh man, like yeah, where I signed up at. So she gave me the information. Like yeah, and then that was my journey for about a good 10 years, like doing armed security for GSA. Just current, having to carry a weapon and secure government buildings like where we work at and stuff like that.
So you strapped up, you strapped that kind.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
I
got.
strap, man. Strap, man. I had
Nah.
that.
So when you took on that position, when she introduced you, did you get your clearance?
So nah, for that you just needed a public trust.
Okay, so you got your public trust.
Yeah.
That's the first introduction.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Yeah. And then once I was like fast forward and I was doing that, but I was like, it really ain't no growth in this. You really can't go nowhere else. I mean, you get a little raise here and there every 2 years, stuff like
So
that. And I,
so it's so the position was kind of like stagnant for you.
right, exactly.
I
Yeah.
got
So
you.
I wanted to, yeah, of course I wanted to keep being greater, So fast forward. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna see what's up with this IT. Ran into an instructor that actually was IT guy at the job. He started teaching network engineer courses, the
Oh, for
CCNA.
real?
Yeah,
CCNA stuff? I got you.
yeah, yeah. He had an office in Silver Spring, so I went, hollered at him, signed up for the class. It was a 6-month class, and yeah, when it took my cert, got the CCNA certification, and yeah, just start searching for jobs.
Hold on, God. Let me go back to this. So you got your CCNA. So CCNA is a
Uh,
network cert. That's the entry level one.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me break down the acronym. So Cisco Certified Network Associates certification. So basically, it's for dealing with, and mine was routing and switching. So it's dealing with Cisco devices.
Like
That's
ports and protocols and
yeah,
things like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Okay, sure.
port protocols, configurations, upgrading software,
That's good. That's
troubleshoot.
good stuff.
Yeah, just basically setting up a network, for whatever establishment or, whether you're in a test lab or whatever it is. But yeah.
Okay, I got you. So you took this class with this instructor. You got your CCNA. You did all that. So how was it like trying to find jobs after? Was
Oh
it
man.
hard?
So that cert was good for 3 years. I got it back in 2016. I would
Dang.
say I applied for 100 something jobs every year of the cert. So we gonna make it a total of 300 something plus jobs. I ain't find not one.
That's crazy. So you applied for 3 years trying to get
Yep.
a job in, oh, that's crazy. I
Look,
respect the dedication though.
yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, and it was times where I was like ready to give up. It was times where I was like, oh man, like it's been 3 years, like So a friend of mine who actually worked with us, he worked with me doing armed security. He worked up
Hmm.
with that also. He said at the time he was our project manager. He was like, Smith, I'm telling you, we call each other by our last name. He was like, ask Caruso for a secret clearance. He was like, I'm telling you. He was like, that cert don't mean nothing. As soon as I asked him, to process me for the secret clearance, he did, and I got a job up there at DISA like 4 months later. Just
Cause I
like
keep telling, cause I keep telling people like even for me like I know people that they be like I put them on like even at our where we work at there's a security job they get you a secret clearance they
yeah,
get you what you need and they always don't want to humble themselves and just do it for a little bit
yeah,
because the clearance really change your life does it?
yep, yep, yep,
Yeah, I got you and
yeah.
okay, I'm sorry.
Nah, go ahead. Nah, you good, you good.
Yeah, so like that's why I keep telling. So you apply for the clearance and then you end up getting your
Yep,
secret clearance.
yep.
Okay.
So I had the cert. The cert for 3 years, it ain't giving me nothing. It ain't land me nowhere. When it got that secret clearance, and I got a job within 4 months after applying for
Oh,
3 years.
for real? 4 months?
So yeah,
Yeah.
so that clearance is really where it's at, and they trained me back up. I got my security plus. They sponsored it. Went back, took the CCNA again last year, got that back. And while I was there on the last program, they processed me for my top secret, so I got that.
Oh, so you got your top seat? Are you balling? But let's go back to that original first position you got after you got your clearance. Oh, so you got your clearance. You
Right.
was doing your first networking job. I ain't gonna lie, was you nervous? Because when I first took my first cyber job, I
Oh
was
yeah.
nervous.
Oh yeah, I was nervous as hell. Like, I mean, so when I went in there, I mean, good thing it was a junior position, so it was things that I was very familiar with. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I remember this, I remember that. Even from the classes, even though the course my cert expired, I still kept myself, brushed up on, you know, the on the field in my position. So, but it was when it came to like the security side, because I never had my security plus. So it was a lot of security things that I ain't know of. And I was like nervous, like everybody around me moving. But good thing I was with a solid team. I had a senior network guy who been in the game for 20 years. And,
So he
he
mentor you.
so he
Got you.
showed me the ropes and made sure I was good. And like he left and they started passing me stuff that he was doing. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Because it was more of the determination and the focus. Because
Oh, you
I'm
hustle.
yeah, I ain't conquered by nothing. If anything, yeah, I'm gonna go with this challenge and roll with it.
Yeah. So like, what does a network engineer do? Like, what do they do?
So anything from like um so just say like where we at in our environment, we may have to, it might be some devices out in the field that got vulnerabilities, after doing the roll-ups and the IAVAs or the scans or whatever. And we may have to go mitigate those issues on like a network device, like a Cisco switch or a Cisco router. So I may have to go down there and like, enable SSH, so that uh you can log in to the system, remotely. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So just anything. It might need a code upgrade, that's causing a vulnerability. So I might have to, upgrade the device, bring it up to its latest code, which will mitigate some of them vulnerabilities too. Or just, just configuring it, my bad, I had a text come through. Or just, just configure it to the standard and the protocol that it needs to be on, and that's on the lower end. And then it could go from anywhere to actually just building up a network, like just doing the IPsec tunnel. So that's how we VPN in.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So I got to do that from point to point. Build a VPN. I may have to do some BGP, routing protocol, so that this network know how to talk to networks that's inside of other networks, that's inside of other networks. You know what I mean? So that's on like a lower scale to a high scale. You know what I mean? But just a bunch of configurations, troubleshooting, and designing and building a network to, bring everything together.
Okay, Kyle, you be hiding this knowledge. I gotta pick your brain. Now I gotta pick your brain. Now you showing
Yeah,
me. You showing
yeah,
me. Hey, so
gotcha.
like, what is? Go ahead.
Nah, you good. Go ahead, Chris.
So like, what was the main issues you was having when you was first becoming a network engineer? What was like kind of the main issues?
The main issue, so like I said, like it was like I ain't understand a lot of the security aspects of it
Okay.
until I studied for my security plus.
Okay, the security plus prepared you.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So then I started to understand, like different certs that you gotta use, different like cryptos, encryptions, and stuff like that you gotta learn. You know what I mean? So that was really my biggest challenge. And it's just a lot of knowledge, excuse me, knowledge that you gotta possess. You know what I mean? So I had to bring myself up to speed and do a lot of research and stuff like that. But I say probably about a good after about a good 6 months in, I think I say I was good. You know what I
I
mean?
got you. So you
Good.
put in the so for the people that understand, like when they get into cybersecurity networking, they just gotta, like you said, you gotta put in the work. It's just not gonna be handled to you because you gotta
Right.
let the people know, like, if you're not doing what you gotta do, they'll fire you without
Yeah.
a
Oh yeah.
heartbeat.
Yeah, you got yeah, because it ain't like you can sit there and somebody really gonna hold your hand or nothing like that. I mean, you may have a good team member or a good team, and y'all work as a team, but you still got to carry your weight and you still got to hold up your end of the bargain. I mean, ain't nobody gonna give you that. So definitely I just did whatever I had to do. If it was something, a hurdle or something I came across, like, yeah, I'm a Google graduate, YouTube
You
University.
say YouTube University.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And I'm like that IPsec, like, man, that thing got like 15 configurations to it. You know what I mean?
I
But I
feel you.
I had to research it all. You know what I mean? Pull up a couple of videos, and yeah, went down to that device and I applied it. You know what I mean? So research is real key and real heavy when it come to the stuff we do, the work we do, because I mean you just not gonna know everything, and everything is situational based. You know what I mean? You can, as long as you got the basics, you good, but it's gonna be hurdles and challenges, and you just got to be resourceful, and the answers is out there.
Yeah, so can you explain to people like the art of, networking, how networking has helped you in your career, whether it is the positions you held or just getting jobs with different companies? Can you just explain on that too?
Yeah, so it helped me. It helped me on a lot of levels. I mean, it helped me just on a like a professional level. You know what I mean? It helped me on a like a focus level. It helped me on just keeping that drive and just staying on my toes and not getting complacent and still growing. Just basically still making yourself marketable and valuable. You know what I mean? It just opened up some doors, and then I'm gonna keep doing the things I need to do to keep opening other doors. Just like now, they just gave us some licenses, the whole team, to get this AWS cert. So I'm gonna be buckling down
Yeah, I
for
know,
like,
I know, I know you're gonna
yeah,
take advantage of that real quick.
I'm about to buckle down for the next 3 months, just so I can, go ahead and get that, because I want to keep it moving, just like the field we in, it's moving. I'm gonna keep moving with it. So, yeah,
Okay, yeah, I got a couple more questions, and then
yeah.
so like if somebody's trying to get a job in networking, where are some places they can look for jobs?
Um, I mean, LinkedIn is always good. It's kind of like a work. Well, it is like a work social site in itself. You know what I mean? And you could definitely network through that. But like just somebody coming on trying to get in, I say like you mentioned earlier when about getting a security job just to get your clearance and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I'll say, I mean, definitely learn your skill set. So whatever it is, if it's Windows, yeah, go take you some window courses and understand, all the aspects of, being a Linux or Windows system admin, do your groundwork and do that. And then if you have to buckle down or humble up and get a job that may process you for clearance, whether it's a $17 hour job, as long as it process you. And I'll just say, just being real and not sugarcoat nothing or making it feel like it's that easy. But I'll say that clearance will get you in quicker and further than, just holding up that cert, trying to get a job. But I mean, everybody's situation is different. You either way you still apply yourself. But yeah, I know that the clearances what did it for me.
I got you. Same with
Yeah,
me. Like I had to apply to almost 200-300 jobs. I don't
yeah.
even know. I applied for some. I just kept getting denied, 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 denied.
Oh
Every
man.
day it was depressing.
Yeah, yeah, same here, Chris. Well, I was right with you, man. Maybe it made me want to give up, but all I know is you're not supposed to give up.
I
So
got
I
you.
said, nah, I'm gonna just keep going. I'm gonna keep going until you know it's either given that it's not gonna happen, or until I just kick a door down myself. But yeah, definitely keep going, and don't let nobody tell you no. I don't care. Like we heard 300 no's, but that 301 was a yes. You know what I mean?
No, I feel you.
Yeah.
Now, so can you? And I just want the salary ranges. So, like for like an entry level position for network engineer, can you give a range what an entry level position, mid level, and probably a senior level can get?
So okay, so I say entry level, which they usually label a junior network engineer. That can come. You could come in anywhere between 78 to 90,000.
Hmm.
90,000 being the high end, 78 being the low end. For a junior. Um, but the great thing with that is, once you touch down somewhere, you got that experience. Your next job, you ask for more, and you become that mid engineer now instead of that junior engineer. As long as you walked away with a good bit of knowledge and gains and stuff. You there? Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
man. Yeah. So
yeah.
like, okay, so like a mid level probably 75 to
No,
90.
no, no. A entry level.
Oh, entry level.
Yeah,
Okay.
entry level is probably about 75 to 90,000, 90 being on the high end. I'll
Okay.
say a mid salary is probably between, 95 and maybe 110, 115 depending. And it all depends. Like the company. Smaller companies they pay more. Bigger companies they seem to pay less. You know what I mean? So it's depending on
It just
the company.
depends on the company. I know.
Yeah.
Ah, okay, I
And,
got you. Now I
and
just wanted to.
as a senior, yeah, you looking at anywhere between 120 to 150.
Okay, that's good. That's good to know. People care about the money. You know,
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
you gotta get the job, but you gotta get the money too.
Yeah. Day. Right.
So, so Kai, what are your future goals? What you gonna do the next 5 years? What's your goals in this field?
Yeah, you're right. That's a good question, Chris. So my goals is just to basically just be better at my skill. I definitely want to tap into, some other umbrellas of IT, maybe get into like some system stuff, basically be able to wear multiple hats, you know what I mean? Cuz
Hmm.
I am around people, who have, who wear different hats and they're able to touch on different, parts of the IT game, which is a good thing to have. You definitely don't want to stay one dimensional.
Hmm.
Um, so that's one of my goals. Just moving forward, and just keep getting the licenses and the certs, and 5 years, hopefully, take this good income and redirect it into something else for myself. Where I could at least be my own brand
Invest. I got you.
yeah, and invest and be my own brand and do my own thing, and definitely just don't want to be dependent on, working for somebody else and somebody else signing your paycheck. You know what I mean? So hopefully within 5 years or the next 5 years, I could just, have my business laptop and then have my work laptop and, making it happen on both ends.
Yeah, most definitely. I'm gonna definitely check in on you, make sure it's happening. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying? I'm gonna hit up. Hey, Kai, what's up with that? What
yeah.
you tell me? But
Well,
you
yeah,
gotta do that
I,
to
I
push each
appreciate
other.
that, Chris. That accountability, man. Yeah, I
Yeah,
could definitely use that.
yeah, most definitely. I do account me. I did it to all my friends. Like me, both vice versa. You know what I'm saying? We just keep each other accountable every now and be like, hey, what's up with that thing you was doing? Ain't
Right.
no problem, Kai.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, that's solid. That's
Yeah,
solid right there.
yeah, but that's pretty much it, everybody. Now, Kai, I appreciate you for coming on, giving me your time. Coming on, just telling the people what it is, and giving your story.
Yep.
So I'm about to
Absolutely.
close it out.
Yep.
All
Absolutely.
right. So peace out, everybody. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one.